Hello. So last time, we had a situation. This time, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I have upgraded my Windows to the latest version. I normally rarely update my stuff because I'm lazy. But now I can only record game audio, which is good because that means that while I'm playing, you can't hear, like, any background noise. I could be playing with friends over Discord, and, you would only hear the audio coming from my game, and not them talking. Which is nice. Fun fact. Anyways, I need to expand my iron, because we don't have enough iron. I made a mistake last time. Yeah, I did the ratio wrong, I just realized, because I've been playing with steel furnaces for ages, so I just kinda forgot that, yeah, it's 2-1. I'm sorry, Factorio nerds. I've disappointed you. Now, I don't know, I probably haven't mentioned this in an earlier video, but there's a really good service called referentio.info. It's essentially a big reference sheet for Factorio. I often have it opened on one of my monitors while playing. It just shows you, it's a reference sheet with all the ratios and such. So we would need 47 of these guys, which would be roughly you can like up that to, I guess, 48, and yeah, because these are 15 irons per second. So yeah, roughly about twice this long per belt. And then once we, which is something I will do, and then once we upgrade from this to the red belts and steel furnaces, the ratio will stay exactly the same. So that's something to look forward to. I'll upgrade it in like 6s, I guess. We just need as much iron as possible right now, so that we can start automating as much stuff as possible, so that our angry neighbors don't get any ideas, because my face is not a Flintstones chewable, as I've mentioned numerous times, but they just won't take no for an answer. And a side note, I have discovered something kind of interesting, which is for steel, and by the way, this is just the base output with no upgrades. You need basically 12 miners per 11 furnaces, which means that once you actually get a productivity module, then you can properly get a balance going. Before that, you really can't. But let's ignore that fact for a bit, and let's just start doing our tasks. And the first task, obviously, doing task, aren't I hilarious? Yeah, we kind of need to do this. We also want to get a faster research going after I'm done with the red signs. Trust me, I'm still, pretty new to Factorio, and a lot of its, like, in-game aspects. So, yeah, bear with me as I figure out some of the most effective strategies, because no matter how many hours I have in this game, it's never enough. There's always more things to learn and more ways to improve your skill. Now, I think 2 of the furnaces, or maybe 1 of the furnaces, will be stuck at running at a bit over capacity. By which I mean, you know, it's not going to be able to deliver all of its stuff. But I'd say that's a fair trade. Okay, and now when that's done, I'll need to build 3 more of you guys, and yeah, like maybe, actually, yeah, maybe a bit more. And then we should be roughly fine. It's gonna take 26 of these guys to fill a belt. And we have 6, so we would need 7 more, because it'd be 13 on each side. And, I think I may want to start utilizing, excessive underground belts soon. Basically, you can use underground belts to, put the, actual electric poles in between the miners so you can fit more of them, but it's... I don't think I'll do it this early on, because there's no real point. Maybe once I expand to other resource patches, I'll consider it. Come here. There we are. Let's just remove that. Yeah, as you can see, we really need more power. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We still need 6. Then over here, we can just create a little dumb balancer. It actually may be worth it to create another balancer here somewhere. In case we start making so many plates, the stuff backs up, which would be surprising. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna need some more of these guys, but excluding this little issue, we're gonna be doing just fine. I really don't know if I want to remove the starting ship or not, because, I mean, it's gonna be in the way, and I also kinda don't really like it, but a lot of people are like, hey, you should keep, you know, a lot of people like to keep their ships, and I'm very neutral about it. Oh yeah, fun fact, the little health bars are actually only... They're not dependent on, how much of anything it has, it's just on how big the object is. So, as an example, this guy has 300 health. You can see how many things this has. This one has 200, it has a lot less. As an example, like, yeah. Okay, well... Oh yeah, here's a good example. Look at how many... As you can see, yeah, they had the same amount, but this one has twice the health. I should probably make another factory. And, now... We should be properly, yeah. We should properly be strapped now, So... You know how there's a second bite in this up there, on the top right? Let's go and pay them a good old visit. However, I'm not really good at, like, social interaction, so I don't really know how to introduce myself. So I'm gonna introduce myself with, some cool, with them dying. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Because it'll be funny. Oh, it's gonna be so funny. Let's just save in case something gets horribly wrong. And, let's say hello, shall we? Now, here's the thing. Pollution hasn't reached them yet, because if it did, we'd be in a bit more trouble. But, since pollution has not reached them, it is time we reach them first. Oh, yeah. So you want to set up, like... essentially a defensive wall. Yeah. So, they should be fine. There we go. Wait a minute. That's... Ooh, are we on a peninsula? You know, if we were on a peninsula, I'm gonna go walking around for a little. If we're on a peninsula, this may be a really good seed, and, that's the seed if you are curious. But seriously, though, if we are blessed with... Because, I don't know, look, there's water down there. So I thought, like, oh yeah, how is this ocean built? And are we on a peninsula? I'm not sure. Okay. So there are some weird little rock clumps here. Okay, I have 500k, 2 million. Weird. Hey, there's more copper. To properly mine this, I think I'm gonna want to get some landfill. And, ooh. These guys are just, like, inches apart. And over here... This does seem to actually be connected with, basically a forest. Okay. But hold on, does that mean this forest is the only connection we have in this area? Because if so, this would actually be a really good place to just place one big wall and be done with it. Because biters could only really go from 2 areas. One of them would be the forest on the east. And the other one... And keep in mind, that's a tiny little wall that we can easily deal with. And the other one could just be the, you know, big west wall, which... I mean, it's easy enough to defend, I guess. So yeah, let's go back up. And, we want to actually really start making, more signs. So what I'll do is I'm actually gonna disassemble the production that we're automating now, because that was just temporary, so we can get rid of the, I guess, primary biter problem. Now when that's been complete, I actually will want to just, you know, turn this into purely a, belt line, yeah, into purely a belt line that will just end up feeding, my labs, so... Sorry, but, it's just the way it is. You're probably gonna want to make some more of those guys. Now, I am aware that, I'm also gonna redo these guys, because, ooh boy, I did this, like, sort of in a panicked way, just trying to go as quickly as possible, making sure the biters aren't gonna chew my face off soon enough. Okay. So we're gonna need some more, inserters. What do we need? Iron? Yeah. By the way, yeah, shift right click, shift left click. Simple as. Really good. I suggest you use it. If you don't use it, why wouldn't you? Yeah, it's really cool how in Factorio the devs actually, like, outright give you a trillion different hotkeys that all have the same job of just making your life easier, but they all make your life easier in a different way. Pretty cool, honestly. So we're gonna be making another 7 labs. Let's make one more. Okay. And so while that's happening over here, ooh, that's not good. Oh yeah, no belts. Okay, so that's gonna have to wait a little. Or does it have to wait a little? If you're unaware, Yeah, I just kind of wanted to automate a few quick things whilst I'm waiting. And you know what? I think I may. So another interesting thing that I have, like, thought about recently is, it's with these guys specifically. So, if you're unaware, those little, basically wires, you can fit 200 of them in your inventory. However, while you can fit 200 of them, a worrying issue, like, you know, they take, basically, you need 1 copper to make 2 wires. However, you need, like, you know, the same amount of inventory space to, because here's the thing. You do not want to make a gears somewhere. Like, let's say that you're building some stuff which requires gears over here. You're not gonna need, you're gonna want to ship the gears in from somewhere else because it's just more space efficient. You want to have big factories of space efficient parts, and the space inefficient parts, you just want to make them on site because it's just the most efficient way. Sorry for the interruption. I'm gonna be putting these guys like this so that later on we can just kind of, you know, here I would have one of the belts, then the other ones, and then some other belts here, and then they would all be like fed in an interesting sort of arrangement. Not sure what the final big lab array will be. 5x5 sounds really cool. Maybe even going crazier would be fun. Or maybe we could just kind of have the 2 other things come through here. Well, that'd be crazy. Okay. Yeah, let's build some belts. So right now, we want to make a second, I guess. Yeah, here's the thing. So we are automating a lot of red signs, but I want to do some more things. One of the things I want to do is I want to research fast inserters. You'll see why in a minute. They're really good, obviously. So here's the thing. So the ratio on these guys is interesting. You have 6 of these, and one of these gears takes half a second. One of these labs will take 5 seconds. So yeah, you really don't need that many of these guys, and I will actually want 10 of them for a good ratio. You'll see what I mean in a moment. But right now we have 7, so we're gonna want 3 more. So yeah, let's just grab some of these guys, and yeah, I'm just gonna craft even more of them because I'm gonna need them. Yeah, as you can see, we are kinda... Yeah, we are actually sort of running a bit out of space, I guess. Okay, so now with that done, let's research some other useful things, and well, I'll show you the big brain strategy as soon as I get some more materials. And should I... You know what? I'm gonna immediately go for the highest brain level strategy, for which I'm gonna wanna have a large amount of furnaces. Just so we can smelt steel very quickly. And unlike last time, this time around, I'm gonna want a beeline for red, you know, for red ammo, because it's really useful. Anyhow, let's continue working on this. We're gonna want some more of you guys, and 1, 2, 3. Then... Okay. Now, if you're unaware, the reason why I'm doing this is, you'll see, so I'm researching logistical science packs. These boys take 6 seconds to craft, while these boys take 5 seconds to craft. If you don't understand what I'm trying to get at here, we're gonna be able to, basically take... Whoops. What did I just do? What was that sound? um, we're gonna be able to basically, have if you want to have a good ratio of equal production... Oh, wait, that was the undo tool. For every 10 of these guys, if we have 12 factories that make these guys, we're going to be making them in the same sort of ratio. So let's now start working on stuff like walls. And here's the thing, okay? We're going to want to have basically a system like this. However, you know, we do want to have this. We only want a tree on one side. And this will make it so that we can buffer production. Buffering production of science, I'd say, is a smart move. Some people may have a disagreement. I just think their opinion is wrong. Haha. But jokes aside, I enjoy doing this. If there's a big fault of this, tell me down below. I use it because I've had really good experiences with it. So now let's actually expand this up a little. And now we can start working on some other production. So yeah. Well, we're gonna need another iron belt, because, geez, this is being used quickly. I'm gonna have to remove some of these guys, because they're a bit in the way. Out of the way, buddy. Oh boy, the big explosion sounds are really cool. Okay, as you can see, well, yeah. So, okay. We're gonna need more iron. How do I have not enough? I don't know. But I'm gonna need 26 of these. 26 more of those guys, so yeah, ain't that gonna be fun to build by hand. So, this and then 1, 2. Yeah, 26 of those guys. The rest should be inserters. Okay. Also, okay. Well, that's worrying. And with that worrying note, I'll see you next time where we have stuff to worry about.